What's up, y'all? I just smashed through that logo to bring you the comedy stylings of Rutt, because that's the kind of chaos you can expect from his comedy. He's here to make you laugh, question your life choices, and he will probably make some questionable ones himself.
I felt a poke.
If you're ready for some seriously unserious content, smash that like button, share this with someone who needs more laughter in their life, and hit subscribe with the bell to stay on top of new content. Because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.
Someone posted a play. Yeah. So here he comes. We're going to bring up to the stage Kevin.
Time to get those rollers. All right, y'all. How we doing? Hula Bar. In high school, I went. In high school, it was always friend zone. You know, I was always the girl's best friend. You know, so I was so much their best friend that everybody questioned whether or not I was hetero or not. So one day, a guy felt it necessary to test that theory. We were always walking home together. It was me, the guy, and another girl that I really, really liked, but I was stuck in the friend zone. Could not get out of it. And so she goes home first, right? And we're walking home, and we're walking down the hill. He stops. I'm like, oh my God. You know, I'm like, well, why the hell he stopped? Is there a dog? Is there a dog around here? What's going on? So I asked him, dude, why'd you stop? He says, it's going to sound really, really out of left part, but I like to suck your dick. Exactly. I said, what? He said, yeah, I've been marrying you for a while. He said, I've been on you for a while. I like to suck your dick. I said, bro, I'm not gay. You're gay? He's like, yeah, I'm gay. Isn't it obvious? I was like, bro, you're always hanging around all the girls. Like, you're not gay. You got all the women. He's like, no, bro, I'm one of the girls. Exactly. That was my exact reaction. I was like, oh. It all makes sense now, because he was little, you know, and a little like this. Always had his hair done. He was all, you know, Mr. Fabulous. So anyway, even my dad Rutt there, even he questioned me in my teenage years. Yeah, that guy sitting right there, that guy there, yeah. Even he had an idea that, you know, my cousin Tim was always with the girls. He was a ladies' man. My cousin Tim took right after my dad. We always thought they maybe just switched us. You know, maybe Mom Lisa played a joke on him. So, I played a joke on her. So, like, he was a ladies' man. I wasn't. I was friends on Kev. He's like, son, I see you're not around many ladies, so is there anything you'd like to tell me? You know, and I can see that if I said, yeah, I was, his heart was going to be broke. I was, you know, being his son, I was that close to saying it anyway. But I didn't. I said, no, Dad, I love women. I just don't know how to be around them. You know, I'm just a nerd. You know, I like computers and video games and programming things. You know, I don't know how to talk to a girl. I'll talk to a computer. I'll make a computer do whatever I want. But talking to a girl, no. So you would think.
I would think that resulted in a few shocks.
Woo. So anyway, growing up, I went to trade school, right? So we're a few years past that. So when I was in trade school, there was another girl. I really, really liked her. But stuck in the friend zone, can't get out of it. And then there started to be some infighting between her and my eldest daughter's mom. And this is before, you know, I got her pregnant and flew with her and then I wasn't. This is before that. So one night, after a really fun night, she said, I always thought you were gay. Damn. But then she said, I got another look at your lips. And she said, those are pussy-eating lips. Okay. Well, I had no idea what, dick sucking lips were as opposed to pussy-eating lips. So I just went with her on it. It's like, sure. You want to go again? Let's have another go at it. Maybe I'll find something else. Anyway, so, since I'm always being compared to being a homosexual, does that make me an ally? Am I automatically in? When they started talking about pronouns, I guess they figured out I wasn't homosexual, so I was never invited to the meetings. When we started this whole thing, my name is Kev, I go by he, him. Maybe my wife, she goes by she, her, and that's the other thing, you ever think about it? Why do we gotta use the past tense with that? I mean, can't we all figure out if you say I go by he, the rest of it will follow? Do we not think our fellow Americans? I guess we don't think our fellow Americans can speak enough English to figure the rest out, Well, he said they was over there, and the other thing about they, them, I always thought that was a plural. and that for like two or more people. And maybe I missed the boat on that one because, like I said, I wasn't invited to the meeting. So I always thought maybe we should just go with it. It's more fun. It can be used like an N-word. You can't say it. You can't say it because that's our word. Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't we go that way? So anyway, that was, my name's Kev Kold. We're live on YouTube at the Hula Bar. Thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. That was awesome.
Thank you, Kevin.
Okay, so next up on our agenda, let's see if I get this to work here. All right, there we go. So the next gentleman we're going to bring up, his name's Rutt. He's been coming to the open stage now for a few weeks. He's been doing a pretty good job. He has a pretty nice routine, so we hope you enjoy the show. Now, Rutt, he's had a few little incidents in his life where, things were rough for him. He was in prison, and he did tell me the little story about when he was in prison. There's a skinny little white guy that came in and got roomed with him, and that guy was all nervous. Now this guy has a big heart, and he says to that gentleman, he said, hey, listen, don't worry about it, and everything's going to be fine. And he's like, okay. He goes, what are you so nervous about? The little white guy says, I'm nervous because I heard that I have to have a relationship when I'm in prison. And Rutt looked at him and said, well, unfortunately, yes. You have to have a relationship when you're in prison. And we're going to have a relationship. But I'm a nice guy. I'm going to let you choose. Do you want to be the man or the woman? So that guy sat there and he thought about it He goes, you know what? I want to be the man in the relationship. Rutt goes, that's perfectly fine. Why don't you just get up on that bunk and give your wife a blowjob? No, didn't get it. Okay, so here he is.
Did you try to set me up? Thank you. All right, how's everybody doing? This thing ain't on. Is it on? Okay. Hey, how's everybody doing? Let's try that again. All right, let's hear Hula Bar. We're live, YouTube. All right. I don't know what John was talking about, but son, next time somebody asks you if you're gay, you tell them yes. I'm the biggest fucking lesbian you ever want to see. All right? I love my women. It has to be women, not a shim or him or her or anybody like that. Let's get this out the way. I love women. I can prove it to you. He's one of 4, 5, how many sons? 6, maybe from 4 different women. I found out what caused that. I had it fixed. Now they get a baby from me. I tell everybody, you better talk to Jesus because I'm cut and I can lay in it. All right? All right. All right, we're going to go from here. Who had a happy Thanksgiving? Come on, only a few? Come on now. Who had a happy Thanksgiving? You look at me. I'm telling you, I had a hell of a Thanksgiving. What I did to that turkey was illegal in 48 states, all right? That's all I'm saying. I tore that turkey up, man. All right? Now, I'm going to ask everyone where they're from. If you say Pittsburgh, I'm going to get security to escort you out. Where are you from, sir?
Pennsylvania.
But where at? That's a safe word right there. Wait, right here in Verona?
Yeah.
All right, well, just holler it out. Where's everybody from? All right. You know, every town I heard, I never got arrested in. Thank you. I was just saying. All right, we're going to talk about, son, we're going to talk about kids. We're going to talk about, what you say, bro? Hell yeah. Don't tell nobody, man. I'm still trying to get off the post office wall. We're going to talk about kids. But first, we're going to talk about how Thanksgiving is where I usually make babies. Drinking. Seth Anthony is not correct where they all look good at the bottom of the bottle. He didn't say nothing about the morning. There's a baby's mom out there. This woman, man, I was working Pizza Hut. I'll tell her Pizza Hut. I was shift supervisor, and we go into the refrigerator to toss salad, and that's exactly what got tossed. That was nasty. I love to go in that refrigerator and toss salad. I couldn't wait to toss salad. I don't care. Like I told everybody before, I'm not letting no one have dibs on tossing salad. I love it. So we went in there, and I was nasty. That's all I can say. I was nasty. A woman came in, and she started bragging about how she just laid somebody out in bed. I maybe shouldn't have oughta did it, because this woman was so ugly. She was 100 pounds of truck stop ugly. She was so ugly that when the water went to pour out the glass, she jumped back in. Oh my God, that's how ugly she was. But push came to shove, and I took my 3 buddies over there, Jackie D, Jim Beam, Slow Gin Fizz, and then I added E&J Brand. Oh yeah, she looked good for about 8 hours. Because my dad said, if you never look above the lips, you'll never find an ugly woman. Ladies, it works in reverse too. It works in reverse. So we get there, and we do our thing, and I'm doing our thing, and at the same time, I look out the window, and someone's trying to rob her car. So I holler out the window, hey buddy, you're blowing my mood, get out of there. She's only had a Radio Shack radio, get out of her car. So we finish, and then about a month later, she comes back, she says, I'm pregnant. I had a beautiful daughter. God will take something ugly and make it beautiful. I'm telling you. So I stay with you. If I got you pregnant, it wasn't your fault. It wasn't the baby's fault. It wasn't her fault. That baby's coming. My daughter came, she was beautiful. So while she was, this is before she had my daughter, we went to the basketball court. And my fellas, excuse me 1 second. My fellas were so happy. Kev, you back on the court? I said, yeah. They went up to her and said, well, how about your boy? I said, damn it, man, that's my girl. They was like, oh, they like had throw up in their mouth. She wasn't very beautiful. You know, she wasn't very, I couldn't even consider her ugly. I stood her next to a fugly woman, and she stepped away from me. What the fuck did you bring your dog for? Oh, but you know what? We made a beautiful kid, but she turned against me. She turned against me something fierce. I couldn't go outside. Where was I going? She couldn't burn water. I used to come in from where I worked and have to cook because my daughter still be up. Mama couldn't cook. She tried to cook the noodles. How do you burn top ramen? Somebody tell me, help me here. How the hell do you burn top ramen? This woman couldn't cook a cold, man. And I tell you, one day we was walking, and the lady went, hey, I don't care if you guys are gay, but you ain't got to do that in public. Oh my God. Oh, and I felt bad for her. So I took the heat for her right there. So I said, hey, I'll tell you one thing. She's not gay. It's just a hustle. Well, and she actually was bi. Because after she left me, she got with this one girl that looked like Count Chocula from Sesame Street. And every time she would talk, she would count, like she would count her weed. She go, Kev, I got one sack, and she looked just like that. I said, well, shit, she had 50 laying in front. I said, please, don't finish. You know, I'm waiting for the thunder and everything. It was terrible, it was terrible. I'm gonna leave it like this because I want to hear someone else's jokes. But once again, can everyone raise a glass? And I'd like to wish you all a belated happy Thanksgiving, a happy night. I see the crowd came in. Hey, you didn't tell me the Bridge Club was coming. He brought the Bridge Club in tonight. I'm ready to hear some stuff now. All right? I know each and one of you lovely ladies and men got stories. The men, I expect to see you guys up here. Ladies, I expect to see you guys up there talking about them. Now, I'm going to say this. Who here is over 63 years old? 63 or older? Physically, yeah, that too. Okay, I'm going to tell you, how do you know you're 63 years old? I'm going to leave it in this drawer. Because when you wake up, your balls are still on the bed where your asshole used to be. I'm Rutt, and thanks for coming.
All right, thank you, Rutt. Appreciate it. Well, up next. Up next, we have a lovely lady who's going to come in and tell us a little bit about her life and her life stories. Now, we know that she is a wonderful dancer, and it's not on a pole. Okay? So, are we ready for that?
Hey, John, which one did you say works the pole? Oh, he must have lied.
Okay, let's give it up for Fran. Here we go.
Get him, Fran.
Hey, first I want to thank all my friends and relatives that came out to support me today. These guys are amazing. My heart is like growing. Like, a fruits or something here. Okay, now let me start out with, I can do different things. I can do like one-liners, I can do stories, I can do jokes. I want to start with my favorite joke. Okay? So, here's what happened. We're coming up on the 50th reunion, and these two guys have been best friends since like 3rd grade, whatever. And Bill says to Bob, hey, I seen Anna the other day. She's coming to the reunion. And Bob says, who's Anna? I don't remember Anna. And Bill says, oh yeah, you were going to ask her to the prom, but she was flat-chested, and you went with Miss Tits instead. He goes, oh yeah, the cute girl with the dark hair. Yeah, what she look like now? He goes, she's like, yes. And he goes, oh my God, what is that, triple D's? He goes, no, arthritis. I know my family and friends have all heard that joke because that is my favorite joke. Okay, so those are the jokes I can tell, or I can tell stories.
What do you feel comfortable with?
One of my favorite stories is the one that I still laugh at the most. Is at one time my husband and I, he passed away, but anyhow, one time my husband and I was looking at different houses, and we walk in this house, and it is pure mold in the basement. I mean, it's growing up like 3/4 of the wall. There's a big pile of clothes that's all moldy. It was a mess. It was a mess. So you walk up the steps. As soon as you walk up the steps, you turn. The kitchen. Oh, jeez. The ceiling tiles was down on the floor. There was this, it was horrible. There was these rusty cans on the side. All the cupboards were open, and there's this nest where the microwave would be. But anyhow, most people would have shit themselves, right? When they walked in and seen this. Well, I turned the bend and went, okay. My husband's behind me. He walks up to the steps and he goes, hold it, Fran, something's dead in here. I start laughing. He goes, I'm a hunter. I have this house. You think it's a good investment? Yeah, a lot of work, whatever. I go, Garrett, what do you really think? He goes, I didn't like the smell of it. We didn't buy it. Am I done? Okay. So I gotta tell you about this. Since Thanksgiving has just passed, you know how we overeat, right? So I'm always trying to watch my weight, right? When I see this cinnamon challenge on Dr. Oz. Okay, you take a teaspoon of cinnamon, and it, I don't know, changes you somehow. You're not supposed to crave sugar or, I don't know, whatever. So anyhow, they say take a teaspoon. I'm real smart. You don't understand. I'm going to take a tablespoon if it works that good, right? I take this tablespoon of cinnamon. I can't breathe. Oh my God, I can't breathe. Time passes and I go, oh shit, I'm going to fall and break my head. I better lay down now. So I lay down on the ground, on my kitchen floor. And I go, oh God, I'm dying. Wait, my kids don't know what I'm dying from. So I have to get up and get the cinnamon and a spoon and lay back down. And I have the cinnamon on my chest. I put it on my mouth. So anyhow, finally, all these things go in your mind. They say you see, you know, your life passes in front of you. No, I hear my mother, you got clean underwear on. You know how that goes, right? I'm going, oh goodness, I can't even write a note to my kids that I love you, you know, whatever. Oh, I can breathe. Oh, that was the most stupidest thing I did. All night, really.
I'm here all week.
Hey, listen, I got a girlfriend here tonight. I got to tell you a story about one of them. I got a bunch of girlfriends and whatever. But anyhow, listen. So we go on this. We went to Puerto Rico, and then we get on this boat to do snorkeling, right? So that means drink a little bit and say, because we're all drinking, you know how you do that, yeah. So you get off, go snorkeling, whatever. Debbie goes, I don't like fish. I go, oh. Well, there's a whole ocean of it. She goes, yeah. So anyhow, we put on our gear and everything, and we go snorkeling, and she's in front of me, and I'm taking bait, and I'm throwing it at her. She's going, whoa, 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 whoa. Let me see. Okay, I belong to this bowling team. Some of my friends are here from this bowling team. I really appreciate it. So anyhow, I want to recognize them for coming in. But I want to tell you this story. So last year, for Christmas, sometimes we buy each one of us something, whatever. So I bought the team a Christmas ornament because it's Christmas. But anyhow, and it's a shirt, a bowling shirt, and it would have our initials on there and their name. And it's just a Christmas ornament to hang out, whatever. So anyhow, as I'm going through in order for everyone, right? The name of our bowling league is TNA. And you all know what TNA stands for, right? No. Tuesday night athletics. Get your mind out of the gutter. So anyhow, our TNA team is what I thought I ordered these little ornaments for. Wait, they come back TNT. I says to Jerry, the secretary, I go, Jerry, we're going to have to change the name of TNA to TNT. And she says, what? And I said, well, I bought Christmas ornaments and they have the wrong name on, the wrong, letters on, so let's just change our bowling league name. She goes, what do you want to change it to? And I says, TNT. She goes, what would that stand for? I go, I don't know, tits and twats. Oh, I forgot to mention it was an all-girl bowling league.
I'll be the coach.
Okay, so those are some of my favorites, okay?
Pretty good.
Another one. Anybody ever get kicked out of a winery? Oh, we got a winner! Ding, 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 ding! Okay, we would love to hear your story.
Woo! That's me again!
Yes, it is!
There's two.
My friend Debbie and I went to this winery. Well, I'm not a wine girl, sorry. I'm a beer girl. Give me a beer. But anyhow, we go to this winery, and I didn't want to drink their wine. So what did I do? I brought my own bag of Miller Lite that I like to drink. Well, it's a camouflage bag, right? They sell these camouflage bags, and I put the beers in there. We're sitting there drinking, Debbie's drinking a wine, sneaking my beer. Well, I'm getting drunk, and I'm like, where the hell is that camouflage bag? It blends in. Who would it fit? That blends in, and you're like fighting in the dark. Where's my bag? But anyhow, so I was making a big deal over my bag, and we were laughing so hard. They came and said, you drink a beer, you're out of here. I said, no, I'll take it to my car. They go, no, you gotta leave. First time I was kicked out of somewhere. I was all excited.
Check.
Okay, so here's another joke. Ready? So these three guys are really good friends. Okay, so there's Tony, Bob, and Bill. Okay, Tony dies in a fire. His face is destroyed. So the funeral home director calls Bill up and says, can you come and see if this is Tony? Identify him. He comes in, he looks at his face, he goes, he's been burned up. Turn him over. So the funeral director turns him over, he looks him over, he goes, nah, I ain't Tony. So the funeral director calls Bob. No. Bob comes in, looks at his face, he goes, nah, I can't tell. Turns him up, and said, if you turn him over, I'll be able to tell you for sure. Turns him over, he goes, nah, that ain't him. Funeral director says, how do you know that for sure? And Bob says, you always heard, there goes Tony with those two assholes. Anybody else want to get up?
I'm telling one story and that is it.
Okay, fine.
So Fran, okay, first of all, Fran, we all know her stories because
She don't repeat, she retells. She never repeats, she retells it. So we're all laughing because we all know. Okay, we're talking Cub Scouts years ago. Franny, I'm the leader, she's the assistant, and we're in Cub Scouts, but the Boy Scouts was having a jamboree. And we're like, hey, what about these little boys? We want to go. So they were like, you can go, but you can't spend the night. So me and Fran, we go with these boys, and it was winter, and Franny, much more experienced than me. She got very experienced in Cub Scouts. She goes and she said, follow me to the boys. And the little boys are like, Miss Moorhead, aren't you the leader? And I'm like, well, yeah, but Miss Kropelak knows. And Franny's like, and I'm walking beside the boys. And they're like, she said single file. And I'm like, okay, I'm a leader too now. Seriously, I'm a leader. And if I want to walk on the side, I'll walk on the side. And Franny goes, single file. And I'm like, yeah, no. Okay. And all of a sudden, I step in mud. It's winter. It's January. Winter. I step in. There's mud, and my foot sinks. And I don't know if you've ever done this, but you go to move again, and your boot comes off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm the leader. She's the assistant. I'm like, a little boy named Primo. He's like, you better get moving. I'm like, She's like, come on, hurry before you get stuck. I am stuck, Fran. She goes, Debbie, just come on. I'm like, so I just put my foot down in the hot, cold water, and I walk to the other side. And I go, Primo, will you go get she said, will you go get Mrs. Moorhead's shoe? Well, her boot. And I'm like, yeah. Well, he looks at it. He goes, no, it's full of water. And walk back. My foot is so numb. She's like, you'll be okay. I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna lose toes. I can't feel it. Okay, your toes go numb, then your feet go numb, then the ankle. And I'm like, Fran, we got serious problems here. She goes, if you would have just followed in line. I'm like, seriously. And then Fran's like, Primo did eventually go back and get it. And then we come hobbling back to the Boy Scouts, and they're like, what happened? And Fran goes, she didn't pay attention. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, one more funny, come on, tell them the story about when we went to Maryland. Ocean City, Maryland with Michelle. Okay, well, we went with her daughter, so we're always together, but we're not together. So when we're together, we always make an adventure. She calls me up and she says, listen, Michelle's getting her wisdom teeth pulled, and we got to go to Ocean City, Maryland, because she's in college and they want her she's going to work down there and make lots of money. I said, okay. Frank said, I'm driving. I jump in. Michelle's in the back. Frank says, you'll be okay, Michelle, you'll be okay. So we start talking. Michelle, every once in a while, Mom and Franny would say, do you need a pain pill? Because we're talking up here. We don't want to hear that moment. We haven't seen each other for like 3 months, seriously. And then Michelle you hand her the pills, and we're driving, and we never turn on the radio. Never turn on the radio the whole way. And then we get there, and we go to a bar. Remember, we're 2 girls and 2 older girls and these younger girls. Doesn't know anybody. Michelle is still like, and Freddie goes, we're going to the bar. And then Michelle comes walking in with us, and Freddie's going, who wants to leg wrestle her? She is the best. Meanwhile, she is like, just got her teeth pulled, her face is swollen. She's a beautiful girl. Face is swollen. Freddie's like, come on, you can do it. You can do it. And Michelle's like, Mom, no. So she talked her into it. And Michelle's on the ground. 1, 2. And I'm like, oh, Fran, I think we're going to be in trouble here. But anyways, they leg wrestled. I think she did win. Yeah, of course. Kropelaks, they always win. And then we went and sang karaoke. And there was a little step off the thing, and I fell. And Freddie's like, "How did you do that? You like backflipped off." No, I've been drinking, and I don't know the song, but I'm doo-wopping when I should be shoo-wopping. Oh my God, it was so funny. I was like, "Yeah, we got this." I know they got the tape. I know. And then we get back to the dorm. It wasn't a dorm. It was an apartment with like 26 girls. Third floor, me and Franny slept on the bottom floor. I wake up in the morning and I can't find Franny. Now I know she's really drunk. Now, good friend, we take care of each other. I can't find her. I go all the way up to the third floor, hungover, and ask for Fran. And all the girls are like, I don't know. And her daughter goes, my daughter gets up early in the morning when there's a new show. And she walks. And I'm like, oh, wait. I went to bed, I remember half the night, not the whole night, but okay, I'm gonna find my friend. But when you walk outside, there's water right there. I'm like, oh, I hope my friend didn't drown. I really hope she didn't drown. So I walk the beach, I don't find her. I come back and I go through every bedroom, excuse me, pardon me, still don't find her. My heart is in my throat and I'm thinking, how am I gonna tell Gary that I killed your wife even though I didn't kill her, because she's the one that disappeared, not me. Yeah, so she was in the car sleeping because it was cold. I'm like, Franny, you could have died. It's 80 degrees here already. And then she was like, oh, Debbie, you're overreacting. Yeah, but oh yeah, we've had so much fun together. Come on, Fran. Anybody else? You want to talk? Yeah, here, you got it.
All right, thank you very much. Fran, great job. Great job, guys. Fran, we want you to come back and do it again. Oh, we got some more stories, huh? Okay, great. Okay, let's get you all set up here. All right. Take that. We'll get you some water.
Hi, I'm April.
Hi, April.
Anybody here the oldest child in their family? Anybody the oldest child? Okay, who's the youngest child in the family? Okay, so this is about all you youngest children in the family. So I'm the oldest of two. I have a younger brother. He's 3 years younger than me. And back in about 1972 or 3, I was 8, my brother was 4 or 5, and we had the coolest car. We had a Chevy Malibu, puke green, 4-door. It was the family car. Shifter on the column, right? So my mom's driving, and we're going across the Trenham Bridge from Trenham over to the New Ken side. And the accelerator sticks. So she's getting kind of nervous. The car is accelerating. There's more cars on the bridge. We're in the right lane, and she says, Brian, now he's the favorite child, crawl into the back seat and lay down, because we were all 3 in the front. Brian, crawl across the back seat, lay down so you could be safe. April, climb down underneath there and see what's going on where that gas pedal is.
All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you all very much. Great stories. I want you guys to come back every Friday. And Fran, I know you got a million other stories. So come on back and tell them more of it. All right? It's great to have you guys here. If anybody has anything, we play a little music. If anybody comes up with something, I will leave you with one joke that you guys can tell at the water cooler on Monday. So these 3 nuns, they pass away when they go up to heaven. All right? So they get up there in front of St. Peter, and St. Peter says to them, ladies, I have to ask you a question to let you in heaven. And you go in. So I'll start with you first, sister. The first nun walks up and he says, sister, question is, what do we use to symbolize the body of Christ? Bread. He goes, correct. Go on in. So she goes in. Second nun comes up. He says, what do we use to symbolize the blood of Christ? She goes, wine. Correct. Go on in. Third nun comes up. He goes, sister, you were the mother superior, so your question's going to be a little bit tougher. What was the thing that Eve first said to Adam when she saw him? And so she's looking and she's thinking and she's thinking. She looks at St. Peter and she goes, that's a hard one. He goes, correct. Go on in. All right. Thanks, guys.
California stand-up Orville from Illegal.
Hey, even this shit crazy.
Put her on game, how she gon' change? Think of what the fuck her name is. Couple years, bitch got famous. Big brain, but the bitch move brainless. She ain't that cute, but stainless. To the head like bitch, come up off that. New watch, that's me, come up off that. AP, look at me, bitch, you lost that. Yeah. Put it in the air, bitch, I'm everywhere. Off-white, 9-7 ears, that's my favorite year. Bitch, you can't compare, just a bigger fear. Diamonds in my ear, only God who I ever fear. I ain't never scared, Nigga, come for me, I'll leave this whole block clear. We be airing shit like the Carabiner. Earrings in my ear like a chandelier. I be running shit like a buccaneer. Play with your little bitch like a puppeteer. Knocking at my door,